Hello! So I think we're all pretty sick of this Hangman game, so in this episode we're going to finish that off. By the way, if you're new, subscribe. This series isn't supposed to be that deep, it's just supposed to be like a chill sort of devlog. Sometimes we write code, sometimes we might review articles, dev news, try out new tools, and yeah, just other things like that. So leave a like, subscribe, and just enjoy. So I've created a new branch to finalize this Hangman game, and we're going to do two things. We're going to add styling to the game, and we're going to generate a button which is going to grab the words for us. So for the styling, I'm going to use Bulma. I've used it before, I like it, I don't see any reason to not use it. Okay, it has ready to use components, like most modern CSS frameworks, and yeah, just super easy to build things with. So if you remember in the last episode, we had an issue where when we loaded the page, we essentially made two requests to the backend and got two words instead of one, which was sort of annoying, but it's not actually a big deal because that bug isn't affecting us anymore because I made some changes, so we're no longer even using a use effect. Instead, we've just got a function that's being called when we click a button, and that will fetch the word for us. So now by default, when we go to this page, we won't be making a request to the backend at all. Instead, we only fetch the word when we actually click the button for a new word, which I think is much better. So I made some styling changes as well as a few logical changes, which I'll demonstrate in this next clip here. But for the most part, what we just did was yeah, it's just some like small logic things really. Like for example, if we lose the game, it will display the word. When we click a character, it will be grayed out. When we lose the game, the only way we can get a new word is clicking new word, and everything is grayed out. So just sort of a few things just to make it look a bit better and work a bit better. Okay, so this is me talking and playing live. So if we just navigate to this page, it looks like this. Everything's grayed out except for new word. We click new word and we play the game essentially. I'm going to go to the terminal to see what the word actually is. The word is maziness. So we can just play that. Putting in the characters and S, and then we get a congratulations, you won. So everything is grayed out now, and we get a congratulations. We can click new word, and now I'm just going to try and fail on purpose. And the same sort of behavior, except this time it tells us what the word was. It was Ararobas, whatever that is. And yeah, that's the game. Cool, that is done. On to the next thing. So if like me you are curious what an Araroba is, and here it is. It's a Brazilian leguminous tree in our context, I think. It's also Goa powder, but Ararobas wouldn't really make sense for Goa powder. It would make sense for Brazilian trees. And yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, we went off on a tangent there. Anyway, getting back to it, I think as far as I'm concerned, we're now finished with this Hangman game. Remember, it's not really about the Hangman game, it's about building a website that can do everything. It's about just hanging out, doing dev stuff. And yeah, we'll just move on to some of these other features that we have available that we could work on. Any recommendations, put them below. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, hopefully see you in the next episode. And hopefully you enjoyed.